Hi guys, in this video, we are going to understand how to connect database into. Okay, so what we required for that? For that, we required MySQL. I'm going to use MySQL as a database. As a editor, I'm just going to use Eclipse. Okay, and we required a ZAR file that we can download from internet. So these are the three things which we require, right? So I'm just going to open my Eclipse, and now we are just going to create a project. So file, new. I'll go to project and then the Java project. First option, named it as DB Connect. This will be the project. Okay, I'm just going to use Java 17 because I already have Java 17 in my system. Okay, and rest of the setting goes as this. Looks good. And let me click on finish. Okay, open perspective. Perspective means I'm just going to deploy the core Java related code. Okay. We also require the MySQL workbench. So you must have MySQL workbench in your system, right? So this is MySQL workbench. Let me double click on this option. That will open some already defined tables and all. Let me close all. Okay, now. Okay, so first of all, we are just going to connect, create a code. So I'll just right click. Every time you need to right click on a project, new, and then class file. So we can define a package. This is form.java.db. Now class name is db connect. Finish. Okay. Now let me maximize this up. Now I'll just go with main. Main we require. Okay. Now guys, database is an external file. Right. So if you want to communicate with the database, so that is an external software. Like MySQL is a different software. Java is a different software. Now, if we want to perform a communication between them, so we require a driver. So we are using MySQL, and right now in MySQL, we are using 8 versions. So what is the syntax? Syntax is form.mysql.cj.jdbc.driver. This driver ideally we require. This is the driver ideally. This is the driver is a class, and these all are the package. Like say in my program, you can see I had created some packages. What are those packages? First is com. It means I have a folder with com. Then I have Java. Inside com, I have Java as a folder. Then I have DB. And in this, I have this class, which is DB connect. Now, that required MC because that is an external file. So might be that can fire an exception. So we need to handle that exception before. So how exception will be handled? First of all, this is a checked exception. So that should be handled by a code. Okay, like within this block. So either like if you simply go with this, let me just go with class dot for name. And now it is required the class. So what is our class? I'll just copy and paste this. Let me copy and paste it there. Now see that fire an exception because might be I have this file in my project location or might be I don't have. So let me just surround this with try and catch. In catch, I can simply provide a message. Once again, sysout E. Now, whatever be the error, that will whisper. If driver is found, so we can simply prompt a message driver, sorry, driver found. Let me save this. Okay, now if I'm going to run this code, then what happened? Let me run this file, run as a Java application. Now you can see it is, we don't have this file. Why? This is my project location. In this project, I only have JRE. Now, see, you can see I don't have any external reference library. So what I need to do, I just need to open the web browser. So let me open the web browser and there let me type MySQL 8 ZAR download. So this is the official website, the first website. Let me click on this. By default, see, it shows like this. So you need to click on the platform independent. If you are using Windows and Mac, so you can go with this option. For Linux, you can go with this option. Let me click on download. It is downloading. Now, no thanks. Just to start my download and see that will got downloaded in my Chrome. Now what I'll do, I'll just open the downloads folder. So this is the download folder. There you can see I have the ZAR file. So we need to extract the ZAR right now. We simply need to extract this ZAR. So right click on this and you'll have multiple, like if you are using WinRAR, you can go with WinRAR, any tool. I'll just simply go with extract all and that will give you a folder. Okay, it is extracting, that will take some time. Once extraction will be done, we'll found this there. Okay, meanwhile, I'll go to the MySQL. Right, now let me create a schema. I'll just click on this option. So this schema name is one underscore test underscore DB. Okay, apply, apply, and finish. Now, see, when I load this, then you can notice there, this is the connection. Okay, let me delete this connection. When I'll delete this connection, so it got deleted. And when I click on this plus option, see this plus option is visible. So that prompt a window. Okay. In this window, what I can do, I can create a new connection. Once again. There, there. So let me name it as test. Okay. And this is the host name. So the host name can be anything. Okay. By default, it is 127.0.0.1. Okay. It cannot be anything ideally. It should be either the local host or the provided host name, whatever you are using. If you are using any AWS or any live server, so that you can put there. Port is 3306. This is the username. By default, it is root. Now you can click on store in vault. In my system, my password is root. Now you can use your password, whatever password you had set during the installation. Now let me click on test connection. So this connection looks good and let me click on OK. When I'll double click, I got what is the data? So this database I created. Now what I want, I just want to connect with this file. So let me go to the downloads folder. Okay, there you can see I have this. So let me open this folder. Yeah, and this is the ZAR. You can see in the type, this is executable ZAR file, right? Now what I need to do, see, now we need to right click on the Eclipse. Every time you need to right click on your project. Okay, in Eclipse, just right click on your project, go to build path. Then we have the option of configure build path. Okay, now there you can find the module path. I'll just go to add external ZAR. Okay, and then I'll go to downloads. There I have this option. In this option, I'll select this ZAR. Let me click on apply. Okay. Now you can see I have the option of reference library. In this reference library, I have this com.mysql.cj.jdbc.driver. There. This is the package, and in this I have driver class. Now we have this file. So let me run this code again. Earlier the output is this. This is not found. Now let me run this. Driver found. Now driver is found. We need to connect with the database. So how we'll connect with the database? Second thing which we require, another interface, which is connection. Okay, connection, control space connection equals to driver manager dot get connection. Now you see, I'm going to use this get connection. What it has, see, that is asking for three things. First is the string URL. What is your database URL? Then your username and then the password. Right. Now what I'll do, let me provide the URL. So URL is, we are going to connecting Java database connectivity with MySQL // localhost, which I set /33. Okay, localhost, and after that you need to provide your port 3306 / database 1 underscore test underscore db. Now, what is the username? In my system, username is root. Okay, and then password is also root. We type semicolon. Okay, I'll simply type database found. Now, if everything works fine, so we got database found. So let me run this. We can see, you can see database is found. See, if I did any mistake, for example, if I forgot to type the one, then what happened? We don't have this database, right? So we got an exception, that unknown database with this name. You can see unknown database. I don't have any database, right? So this code works fine. So this is the very basic code how we can create a connection with the database. That's it.